Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back on Monthly Theme Thursday with my review of Honeymoon Horror. This month's theme is video nasties, specifically those from Section 3. Released in 1982, Honeymoon Horror is on that list. It's a video nasty slasher film, and it's actually one of the rarest video nasties overall. Honeymoon Horror is one of only 2 video nasties to never receive a disc release anywhere in the world. As of the filming of this video, it is still currently lost on VHS. That tape does pop up for sale every now and then, but it's expensive. The only video nasty I'd say is rarer than this one is the other of the 2 not on disc. But who knows? Maybe, just maybe, I'll review that one next week. That might be a good finale to this monthly theme, don't you think? This week, though, I'm discussing Honeymoon Horror. The original poster art for this one, seen here, even states it's in the tradition of Friday the 13th and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm glad it's self-aware, because it's quite obviously a Friday the 13th ripoff. That's not a bad thing, and I'm not saying it actually rips off the same story. It's just very by the book. A formulaic slasher. Having been released so early in the 80s, during the slasher craze, I'm kind of shocked this one never got an official disc release. What's the holdup? I don't know. There have been far worse slasher films released on DVD, Blu-ray, and even 4K, I'd say. Maybe, possibly on 4K, but definitely on DVD and Blu-ray. As the huge slasher fan I am, I genuinely like this one, and I always have. A man named Frank returns home to find his wife Elaine cheating on him with another guy named Vic. The 2 men get in a fight, and Elaine ends up killing her husband. She gets away with murdering Frank, and soon after, marries Vic. Elaine and Frank used to run a honeymoon lodge on an island for newlyweds. Now, she and Vic move there to get the business up and running again. There are no telephones on the island at the inn, and there is no television either. It's cut off from the outside world, so the honeymooners can enjoy each other. It's a private resort with only the staff and other newlyweds. And as slasher fans, we know that makes it the perfect location for a killing spree. One by one, the staff members and guests are hacked to pieces by an axe-wielding maniac. Obviously, on the island, there is no way of reaching the bumbling police force on the mainland. I'm not sure they could offer much help regardless. The interaction between the sheriff and his deputy is funny, though. They're certainly an entertaining duo. With no help in sight, some of the husbands take matters into their own hands, believing they know the identity of the culprit. But are their suspicions correct? Or is the killer still on the loose? The newlyweds had planned on getting a rise out of each other, But instead, it's the body count rising in Honeymoon Horror. This movie is just plain old slasher film fun. It's a classic 80s slasher disguised as an obscurity. Maybe if the damn thing got an official release, it wouldn't be so obscure. But still, there is something intriguing about how rare it is. As collectors, we pride ourselves on finding movies like this. The fact that it's also a video nasty makes the hunt for Honeymoon Horror all the more worth it. The kills are bloody, as you'd expect with axe murder. I like that the victims are chopped up like firewood. The characters are pretty fun, and I was entertained by the cheesy dialogue delivery. It's that good 80s slasher cheese. I like the isolated location at the inn on the island. We get some gratuitous nudity in an obligatory shower scene. And I love that this movie takes a typical slasher trope and spins it. I don't want to spoil it, so I won't say which and I won't say how. That to me makes it a standout among 80s slasher films. Honeymoon Horror may universally be considered a forgotten slasher, but I've never forgotten it. I think it's as good as it is rare. Maybe someday it'll finally get the release it deserves. Have you seen this rare video nasty? If so, what do you think of Honeymoon Horror? Comment below and let me know. As always, please be sure to check out Jason's video to see which Section 3 video nasty he reviews today for Monthly Theme Thursday. Which one will I review next? If you were listening, you might be able to figure it out. If not, check back next week to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.